Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 6 of the esports season. We are chugging right along here. We are standing by at the start of another game in another week. And we're back with SAIT Red, which we're both very excited about. SAIT Red coming into the game at 4-0, and they're taking on RooNited by way of Missouri, Kansas City. RooNited comes in also sporting a flawless record, and so now we are left with what essentially is a clash of the titans between the two top teams of this division. I have alongside me Jamie, as always, my broadcast partner. How are we doing today, Jamie, and how excited are you for this? And what should we be looking forward to?
I'm really excited for today's game. We've got two undefeated teams here. It's going to be a really tight match. We're excited to see how these different rankings work out. And this is still, we're still within the early periods of that new update coming out, so there's still a lot of changes that players, I mean, they've had a week or two now to work on it, just a single week now, but they're still going to see a lot of changes in those delays. I still see a couple people missing some of those ults every once in a while, like I've seen clips of that getting missed all the time, so it's interesting to see that. And yeah, we're just back here with SAIT. We're very excited to keep this going, and we're doing a little Monday night casting. Here we go.
Absolutely, under the Monday night lights, as it were, and just as Jamie said, it's a clash of titans, and we couldn't be more excited to watch this after, we've seen some lopsided games through our esports coverage these last 6 weeks, and nothing gets me more excited than a nice, good old competitive match. I want to see, unfortunately for them, I want to see back and forth rounds. I might even want to see a map 3.
As much as I do love getting out of here early, but a map 3, that does give us a lot more chance to explain and to tell the lovely viewers out there just a little bit more about what's going on. So we do have a pick for the first map, do we?
Unofficially.
Unofficially. Okay.
We will. It'll be revealed to us as like a little surprise, so we can be surprised along with the viewers as well.
Sorry.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let's say it. We're looking at Bind for the first map. So
Okay.
Bind has those big teleporters. And quite honestly, I'm excited to see how Bind plays in combination with that new update that you brought up. And you brought that up at such a good time because the game is still adapting itself. You can still see that Valorant is kind of in this transitionary period as players start to understand the mechanics a little bit better. And when we're playing at this level, that is what we're talking about. These players are understanding and trying to manipulate these mechanics. And so you're absolutely right. As we're kind of blessed to be able to call in this transitionary time. So we're going to be entering agent select pretty quickly here. Missouri team had a bit of a group bathroom break, apparently. That's a confirmed fact, by the way. Just saw that in the chat.
Yeah, so we're starting off on Bind. I really love those teleporters because they make for some amazing flanking, and I'm a big fan of. The only kills I usually get are where people aren't looking at me.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of the flank. I like any time that I can zip around that map, use some of the more teleports, use some of the more speed. And this map really does speak to that and being able to zip around. But man, is that teleporter loud.
Absolutely. Well, and to that point, we should keep an extra hard eye on our movement duelists. We know that the rookie loves those movement duelists. We heard a lot of discussion actually pregame. We can actually talk about this a little bit. There's a lot of discussion over whether or not Yoru is actually going to be picked because, as you remember, he was one of the recipients of some of those crazy nerfs over this past update. So as we get into agent select here, Jamie, why don't you take us through what we're seeing?
Well, if I could remember the dang names of any of these bloody characters, I would love to help you out.
No, not to worry. I'm working the transitions too, so looking out. We got 2 controllers locked in right away for SAIT. So SAIT early trying to take a little bit more map control on this Bind, and to be honest with you, I don't really hate that. We got Ninja Knight on the other side going with the Sova. Sova with those nerfs, and the nerfed Yoru as well being picked up by Mizuki. We got the nerfed Yoru on our side as well. No, not going with the Waylay that we've seen him pick so often.
Yeah.
Raze. So Raze was also a good selection. Ray's got a bit of a minor nerf where she's a little bit more susceptible to being slowed, but if you notice on the other team, there actually is no slows available.
Oh.
So as we prepare for this, our rosters are locked in, our characters are locked in, we're super excited, the team's ready to go, the coaches are ready to go, and I hope you're ready because we are less than 45 seconds away from barrier drop.
Yeah. We've got SAIT on defense, we've got Missouri on attacking right now. We're here in Bind. All these maps have such a cool aesthetic. I get kind of a Mad Maxy kind of vibe from this one, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, do love watching the different SAIT players there showing off their different skins. Looks like someone was making a little bit of street art there. I love
A little heart. That's
love
cute.
It.
I think that's for us.
Ah. All right. Well, that was a shout out to all the viewers out there too.
Yeah, shout out all the viewers. So looks like a nice scattered approach here so far.
Oh, and we are off. Zuri here looks like they're going to be pushing
3 seconds
A.
to drop. We've got a bit of a grouping just outside here. I'm going to lower my voice just a smidgen. Players are going to be waiting. Lots of spots so far. Binary with that early nade and the Fade Eye. Not seeing much, but the smoke will come down from Brim, and that'll be a bit of a challenging thing to try and get through. But you'll also notice across the map we have Mizuki just applying a little bit of pressure here towards Corrupted, but he doesn't quite know that yet.
Well, we are late into this round and not even a single bullet fired.
That is very true. No one's seen each other. Ninja Knight picking up one, so that's a pick onto the other site. Got players flooding over. You know me picking up a double. Now we have 2 left. Players, oh my goodness, and a quick pop-up from Josh. He takes care of business there quite quickly. Euro trying, oh my goodness, and the right click from Realm just says goodbye to No. He had a little bit of difficulty there. Looks like the timing on the flash was just a little bit off, but amazing opening round.
Yeah. Just really well good. And for the pistol round, it's just got good gun control and good map awareness, right? Knowing where those headshots are. We've seen a lot of the old point and click adventure where it's just point and kill.
Absolutely. And a bit of a methodical approach from both sides as well, which was quite nice. Quite nice to see. Bit of a change from some of the spamming gameplay that we saw from the varsity team. So that opening nade from Binary, we see what kind of... Oh, and a high eye thrown from Fade, but that'll be dealt with and gaining no value so far.
Once again, Missouri just taking their time. There's none of these big point pushes. They're not dumping. They're really being methodical. They're trying. Both teams are fighting hard for that first kill.
And MG has put the smoke down on both choke points as a way to kind of slow everybody down.
The pressure is on the attacking team to make the first move.
Absolutely. Especially on Bind, you want to make sure that you time this correctly. And the one thing to note about Brimstone as a controller is that those smokes don't regen, and so they're not necessarily barking up the wrong tree by just trying to slow things down.
Oh, because you have just removed their abilities there.
There's a smoke been dropped.
Oh,
Couple shots from Unomi, picking up a kill on Binary, and a fake out will be thrown, and Ninja Knight picking up a kill with that Ares, and Mizuki picks up one as well, and a quick 2v5 development. Couple shots landed, but Mizuki says good night to No from a shot from behind, and Corrupted has a little bit of space, and he'll pick up 2.
Wow.
So
Corrupted fighting right to the very end there, manages to get a couple in there.
Absolutely. So not a terrible job done so far. We saw, I mean, anytime that you are on that second round, it's a full save for you and the enemy has all the guns, it can be a little bit challenging, but taking a look at the econ, things should be a little bit more even this round.
Nice. Yeah, so Missouri up there with the early 2-0 lead, but you know, Valorant round 3, kind of the economy is a little more even now by round 3, so we can see what happens when both teams are all gunned up.
These bonuses tend to favor the team that has lost twice, and so if you're you just want to look for a solid conversion here. You don't need to do anything too crazy because you should have the advantage. Got those smokes primed and ready to go.
Once again, both teams taking their time right off the hop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the varsity games just instantly the kill feed just filling up as soon as the barriers drop. But yeah, everyone's really taking their time. Everyone's
Unomi's creeping
here.
All the way through as well. Oh, sorry. Nice high eye thrown. That'll land right out in front, and unfortunately not going to catch anybody as it landed pre-smoke. Binary using that paint shell to try and gain a little space on Unomi. She'll be forced back in. They're going to try and push in off this Viper wall, and a nice shot from Mizuki. MG's on site here. It's a little bit unsure of where they are. He's getting pushed from lamps and showers. Binary's up there too.
Gets him.
MG will punish Mizuki as they try to move. Here's No. He's going to throw up another flash. He saw the player. She'll pop back in and takes him out with the Ghost. Oh my
30
goodness.
seconds left.
Just an amazing shot there from Josh.
Yeah. Oh, and Yunomi with the stinger kill as well, just sneaking under Binary there. Didn't quite catch him.
Nice
A 1v3
shot from
situation
Binary.
after a great kill there.
1v or 3v.
Oh, 3v2. There's Corrupted.
Yeah.
Corrupted still alive as well.
Oops,
Spike
someone's planted.
And you'll notice
Both
these
SAIT
players are,
immediately running around.
yeah, and they're going to back all the way up and basically give SAIT sight, but it's planted so that they can defend from off-site. They'll obviously slow up here and just a little bit of preparation. Been quite quiet. They're pointing things out to each other. Got players in Garden and in Hookah. That earlier place, Viper Wall helps them take a little bit of extra space. Corrupted gets pinged.
Where is it? Where is it? Where have they hidden that
They
bomb?
can't even see where the spike is, but Corrupted will hit the tag, and he'll be taken out from Yunomi and Realm there with the cleanup as well. That was a very nice post plan from RooNited so far. They'll have died of the spike, and we'll take a quick look on how that might... Oh my goodness. And we just got thrown up a preemptive GG after 3 rounds.
Wow.
Wow, a little bit of potential drama here. That's usually a no-go where I'm from.
Yeah.
If we take a look, we got SAIT on the back heel here after losing that bonus round, which can be a little bit tough, but you know Valorant, things turn around so quickly.
Yeah.
Got that lovely skin there, gotta appreciate that. So, nice fade eye thrown. I didn't even know you could get it up there, actually. That was a nice throw, but no info gained.
Ooh, Corrupted getting the first kill right off the hop.
Oh, man.
Caught someone peeking.
Yeah, Corrupted got him down main, so RooNited is kind of left and forced to more or less... They gotta ward off everybody else. Yunomi got a kill through showers. Josh approaches slowly. Players are gonna start filtering through lamps here, and MG alone with the Sheriff. He's gotta try and make this work. And Josh expertly takes him out. We got no backup. Fade is gonna try and push in. She gets out of the way of the recon dart, and Josh gonna see if he can make another... Oh, and as he peeks, Hassan takes him out, and he's able to recover the weapon as well. So despite a bit of a push, Realm takes advantage of Hassan, who was lit by that dart. Now it's a 2v3 situation.
Last player standing.
Corrupted will get taken out. No, maybe a little bit surprised by the player in the corner, but he takes him out. That fake out will be thrown, and a nice second kill and a 1v1, and Realm will take him out. Good job to stay calm there. And you know what? No, whittled it down to a 1v1.
Yep. That's how you would, a little bit at a time. You just got to start working on their economy. We did see the SAIT players doing the things, right? They're picking up the guns. We got a SAIT timeout called here.
Yeah, so we're going to take a moment, and we're going to let the teams kind of go over some strategies here as some ultimates start to come online as well, and I'll pull up the economy and let Jamie kind of go over this.
Yeah. We're looking like, wow, it's going to be kind of, looking like both teams are going to be loading up on medium here. We do have Realm over there, who's still sitting at 5K over on the Missouri team there. But SAIT's looking a little scant there on their funds. You know, the KDAs, man, they got that Yunomi over there on Misery is doing a great job, 7-1. Realm over there hasn't even seen the hasn't seen the wrong side of a bullet yet.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, if you're SAIT here, especially as the ults start to come online, you got to start to play your game.
Yeah, just controlling that and then working together with the alt, staying on top of that, and then doing the right call-outs. And then we're not seeing really, it could be part of the update, it could just be little jitters, but we're not really seeing the utility stacking that we're used to seeing.
That's absolutely a good point. I mean, earlier when we called SAIT Red, we did see a lot of util spam, and a lot of these players are kind of forced to use what they have. Like, you have Corrupted with the rechargeable smoke, you have MG who's using the smokes that don't regen, so you're not wrong. And so far they've done a good job of kind of bleeding SAIT of their resources because they've been playing so slow.
Yeah, the slow, methodical game really working for Misery. We'll see what happens when they do the switch here.
Paint shells thrown to gain a little bit of space. I see Ninja Knight's been touched by that just a smidgen. Prowler will be thrown through the teleporter and try and take a little bit of space. Orb gets selected through potentially showers. It looks like he got 3 players in showers. That Prowler notices one, and a pop-up from Binary, and Yunomi picks up 2 in that exchange.
Wow. Yunomi's just got some great gun control in there.
Yeah, Yunomi taking advantage of maybe that new spray tactic, but that he's been doing well on those mid-range spray fights.
Right,
That
yeah.
Sova dart will be blasted, but won't catch anybody. Josh, they may just miss each other on the corner here. Oh my goodness, and MG had the drop on him, but Josh did well to flick himself over. And No's going to use his ultimate. He's in that dimensional drift. Now, because of the new nerfs, he's not allowed to throw any flashes or anything out of here, so he's got to try and use the teleport effectively. He's going to TP in. Oh my goodness,
Corrupted
and
gets 2 kills.
Corrupted
gets
picked
triple.
up a 3, and he's only got 1 left. He knows exactly where he is, too. And Corrupted just not clearing the corner there. Ninja Knight will pick him up to finish.
Still a great job by Corrupted there, picking up the triple. Yeah, SAIT here, they're making some good pushes. We're seeing the scores, it's kind of stack up. Yeah, this is it's Valorant, man. Things can change so quick. We're seeing the ults here. Misery's sitting on 3 ults right now, so we'll see if they can combo those up together. But we do have the Viper ult on the SAIT team, and that Viper ult can absolutely warp whole games.
That's absolutely true. You can basically deny entire spaces if you're willing to sit in it for long enough. And we do see a bit of a conglomerate. You see that? There's a conglomerate of players towards A, but the spike is still sitting outside B. So far.
Now we're watching the Misery team here. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, triple push and aggressive, and Josh is going to take out Hassan and Binary in an opening little flurry. MG, who had to save on that Sheriff pick, he'll try and pick out and take... Wow, MG with the kill on Josh, and Mizuki cleans him up. 3v2 situation, so if you're SAIT, you're just one little pick away from making it, or sorry, the 2v4 situation. Sheriff shots are going off, and Mizuki will be taken, or Mizuki will take out No, and he's buckied. Corrupted with a nice wall bang, and just tried to swing Yunomi, who again comes up clutch for this RooNited team.
Yunomi definitely being the MVP for the Misery team there. Yeah, we're sitting at 6-0 for Missouri, I keep saying Misery. Sorry about that.
Missouri, Kansas City, as it were.
KC City.
Absolutely. And if you'll notice, this ult cycle is beginning to heat up for Missouri. So if you're SAIT, you're gonna want to try and stop the bleeding kind of soon-ish.
Yeah.
But look for a potentially aggressive round from these guys. And it looks like they're going to be trying more for a B rush. Ninja Knight and Realm are going to be taken out. Corrupted with 1. Oh, sorry. Just switched off the wrong guy. Mizuki with that ult. They'll just take a bunch of... Oh, and Corrupted picks up his 3rd kill, and I believe that was the Clove using their ultimate, which is fantastic. A couple shots on sight. Mizuki takes out another player, and he'll throw out the decoy. That's a very obvious decoy, and we can hear the players letting each other know that bomb is located already. So at this moment in time, Mizuki's alone on site with a bit of a journey. Notices the gun barrel. Oh my goodness, and just unfortunate.
Yeah.
But excellent game sense for Mizuki to be able to isolate that player, and it's a 1v2 situation, and they're on their way to pick up bomb. Potentially, both SAIT players hearing the fake teleport, they both turn their eyes. Now remember, with the nerf, if he fakes that teleport, they know exactly. Portal broken, so it doesn't matter anyway. Corrupted and Hassan both looking, and Mizuki picks up the double spray for a 4K. You are kidding me. That is insane.
Look, I'm sad for what team it happened on, but that was absolutely beautiful.
That was fantastic spray control.
That is, yeah, amazing spray control. That's exactly what you want from a player on the clutch.
Wow, yeah, talk about a clutch. That is a basically 1v3 situation that was handled really expertly by SAIT, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to a picture-perfect spray.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he might, 2 bullets might have came out of that chamber, and then 2 bodies hit the floor. It was very well controlled. We're at 7-0 now, Kansas City.
Absolutely. So SAIT finding themselves in a bit of a hole, but nothing they can't work themselves out of. They've done well to whittle down the player base, and Mizuki taking a lot of space through, and No able to take down one of their best players right now. What he doesn't know is that there are other best players just outside showers as well, and we'll see if they can pick them up here. It might be a shoulder peek, and to be quite honest, I'm not comfortable switching players when we have a bit of a showdown right now.
Nice.
And No picks up the top 2 players on the team, and so if you're SAIT, this is a golden opportunity right now.
Yeah.
Players are all stacked up just outside of the A site here. After 2 quick kills from No, basically opening up the rookie.
Gun here.
And now we're back down to the slow, methodical gameplay.
Josh and
No one
Ninja Knight
wants
come
to
over.
control.
Shots are going to be fired. Josh took out one, and he's going to try and get away after a couple of those flashes. Cause him a little bit of trouble. MG forced to give up a little bit of space. A nice teleport and spray from No, but Ninja Knight able to get him through the box, and so Binary has to move all the way over. And look at this. Look who's on a little sneaky flank. Josh on an couple HP on a dream.
Binary
Realm will
Ninja Knight.
throw that down, and the ultimate from. Oh my goodness, the ultimate and MG's Sheriff win them the round there. So if you're SAIT, the bleeding has been stopped after the defuse here.
That was an amazing round, some really good show. And we've seen like all the players in SAIT there were important for that one. And Corrupted, which is currently the KDA, and No coming out of nowhere and just beating those two players, absolute clutch.
Yeah, those two players have been nothing but a thorn in the side of SAIT, and that's just to say how talented they've been from basically the first barrier drop, and so huge just for your team to show themselves, hey, we can take these guys.
Yeah. Well, and you start putting the fear into SAIT, or into Kansas City.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're RooNited, you got to be a little bit more careful now. Maybe respect that shower push a little bit more, but we'll see what that translates to in terms of actual gameplay, as another kind of split A push seems to be a potential here.
Top of the 8th round here. 7-1 for the Roos.
No gets a hit with his decoy, and he'll just use that as information to back off a little bit. His team is kind of on the underside for money at the moment. No will use that opportunity to TP out of pressure. That Fade ult gets thrown. A couple people hit by it. Ninja Knight will walk through, and he doesn't see anybody, and Bomb is down in front of No. No has to be very careful here, though, as Realm turns around and notices that dead body. You have a couple SAIT players on a flank here, so if you're Hassan, this is all about time wasting and just trying to stay alive. He'll be lit by that paint shell, but he's still there. Corrupted, in with Binary. Oh, hold on.
My portal broke.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and a nice kill from Mizuki. Oh my goodness. Now it all rests on Binary for a 1v3 situation. He had hits on Realm through the smoke, but he didn't realize it. And a nice long kill from Mizuki, and Josh just turned around and ended it there. So a 3-on-1 turns into another victory.
Yeah. I mean, that one shot, though, that was a pretty pixel perfect shot in between the smoke and in between the wall. Going into round 9 now. It is 8-1 for the Roos. And yeah, they've just been really loving control point A. Looks like they're stacking up over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I noticed the Roos, they tend to drop the bomb outside of sight, and once they have control with this slow game, they tend to go back for it. Is that a common strategy in this ranking?
I won't say, I can't really tell you how common it is. This is a little bit above my rank, but I have been noticing that as well, and I'm not too sure if it's because you don't want bomb to be dropped off the initial picks. So it must be, oh my goodness, and a beautiful pick and teleport from No. Oh my goodness, the rookie getting him on the board.
Just an amazing sequence of keys there that they just pressed, and they're automatically in the next position. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, No had a great opportunity. If someone was there, he could have got 2 or 3 on that one.
Hassan with a little bit of information gained through showers. He knows there's at least a couple players there.
Who's next?
That ultimate will be burned from Mizuki. Let's hop on board with them and see what they see.
Not to spike.
They're using this basically for info, as you'll notice. Oh my goodness, and Ninja Knight using the info gained to make a little bit of a conversion there. Binary in alone at the moment. Corrupted's on that swing, but he's gonna be pressed. Sheriff shot, he takes another Sheriff shot, and that Clove will use their ultimate, and that Annihilation burned, and he's able to take out the Clove twice, but he doesn't have a gun now. And he's all on his own. It's a 1v3 situation against their best player, and you know me with the wall bang just takes him out.
I mean, valiant effort to try there. Valorant effort to try
Ah, there you go. And you know what? It was a save round as well, and so for a save and a bunch of sheriffs, I mean, you got some value extracted, but again, it's you know me still.
Yeah, you know me over there for the Roos. 12-5, like that's just amazing. But I mean, Corrupted up there, 11-9. No up there, 7-10.
Absolutely, and we got a pair of ultimates online for SAIT as well, and we'll see what kind of plays they may have with this. We see Some players pinging around and whatnot. Hassan looking to take a little bit of pressure through, but a very split out push so far from RooNited.
Yeah, they are all over that map.
Corrupted taking some shots on Ninja Knight, and oh my gosh, a teleport right in front of the face is punished. Oh, and Corrupted takes out 2. That was very nice.
Across the map on that one. Would you call that one a long distance or medium distance?
That's pretty long distance down that. They call that long for a reason, and Josh able to take out Binary. Corrupted knows that there's somebody there, but Josh is just going to basically creep onto site here. And as he turns around, Corrupted peeked at the right time with a nice headshot. Not too shabby.
Yeah. Great
Last
cleanup,
player
great
standing.
control on there.
4v1 remaining.
MG gets the kill over there. The bomb carrier still left.
Bomb carrier sneaking around here.
Good control for SAIT for not immediately going on the hunt and spreading out. They're still staying teamed up. They're not going to lose this.
Couple nice shots from Realm, and No with the he'll fire back as well. Oh my goodness. Realm with the TP, and she'll take it all, or they'll take it all the way around to A site.
30 seconds
That
left.
nice
Hoping to
loud
meet
TP
them
we
is
talked about.
No. Couple shots through the smoke, or sorry, MG, pardon me. That Clove will breach site. The eye lands in the smoke, unfortunately, so no info gained, and everybody's just going to spam the smoke, and Corrupted with a 4K.
Nice. Yeah, Corrupted.
Last round before
Sneaking
the
up
switch.
there with top total kills now.
Yeah, absolutely. Things are starting to look a little more even as far as KD is concerned. Things starting to even up. Corrupted, now you're a kill leader after that.
Yeah. We're at the... Wow. SAIT managed to keep one of those ults there. Actually, they managed to keep both those ults there, so they won that round without using an ult. Very impressive.
That is very impressive, actually. That's a good point. And you do have the ult online for Josh as well here. He's got that showstopper primed and ready to go, but we'll see what kind of value he can gain from it. Is No, after seeing the shoulder, pops him. Very well done from No, and he pops a flash and to no avail. But if you'll take a look at this, it's a full push through the showers, for goodness sake. So Hassan picks up a little bit of information there. Hassan will try and spam through the smoke to no avail so far. Still 4 players loaded through showers still.
Yeah.
That drone will come through, and that drone knows exactly what they're looking for, and No smartly hits that TP. We'll hop back on board with Hassan here, as Hassan is still dealing with 3 players. He's going to shoot a couple into the smoke, and RooNited does well, and MG picks up one. RooNited doing well to avoid those smokes. No's going to use his ultimate, and as you can see, this is more of an info gainer right now than it is anything else for these Euro players.
Corrupt is down.
You're throwing that fake out and throwing another smoke to finish it, but he gets greeted by a flurry of bullets from Yunomi. Now it's a 3v3 situation. You got to be a little bit more careful.
Spike down A.
That's a 1v2, 2v1 situation now. That Sova is spotted. Ran out of bullets, though. Now it's MG alone against Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight tries to wide swing with the Odin, but MG picks him up for a 9-3 half.
Wow. Well, I mean, amazing jerk from NG.
Switching
Amazing
sides.
twitch there from NG. But also, just there was a gun difference there. Getting that big old minigun up to speed is just too slow. And that's great control there. I wonder if he did know that he was rocking that Odin.
I'm not sure if he knew. I couldn't hear any comms from the actual team itself, so it may have just been one of those things where it was just, yeah, it was just game sense, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could have heard it too.
No, absolutely could have heard it.
Do different environments alter how the guns and how the characters sound? Like, are certain places in the map echoey?
Not overly, I would say. It's more water. That's the big difference.
Okay, can we switch the camera? Thank you.
Yes. Sorry.
Nope, no problem. I do love when the characters are getting warmed up. I suppose that's just like a boxer shadow boxing before his round.
Yeah, exactly. So a bit of a util spam here as Binary will use those satchels to take a lot of space. We know they're pretty on with the right clicks there. A couple players and just a flurry of bodies on this site. I can't even... Location revealed, and Binary in a little bit of trouble through the smoke, and Mizuki picks up one with Ninja Knight, and just the pistols are a little bit too tough for SAIT as far as those rounds go anyway, as a bit of a tough go.
Well, that's exactly what we had seen from SAIT before. They're really aggressive on that push, and that round lasted no time at all. Yeah, it's just a shame about the the pistol control there. But yeah, I like to see this aggressiveness from SAIT because I think the delaying and just draining people out of their ults was working a little bit better for the Roos than it was from SAIT.
That's true. That's true. We've seen two different attack approaches, that really slow push from Roo and then this kind of flurry from SAIT, and you can definitely tell what they had a little bit more practice with. So that recon dart causing no problems there. Binary, he's just going to jiggle peek this a little bit. He's got two players to worry about, however. No, throws out the fake out, and one player will be flashed and revealed. Having a hard time getting away from it is Josh, though, but one player will retreat into lamps. Hassan will move up, and he ends up taking the teleporter. Actually, as a matter of fact, 3-4 SAIT players will. Left alone, though, is Binary.
All of the Roos have switched around over to B now. Oh, no,
Yeah,
there's one left
and
on
there's
there.
one as well just outside here. In a 1v1 situation with Corrupted. The Bulldog does its job there and immediately starts getting shot through the smoke. We're on board with Yunomi here in a 4v4 situation.
SAIT does have the bomb down now. Oh, nope. Sounds like it got... Oh, it's still going. It's still going.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Nope. No problem.
Yunomi's still creeping just outside of garden there. MG potentially aware of where he is, but he's guarding the wrong side of the arch, actually. But a smoke will be dropped. Players will walk out, and a quick right click for MG takes one out. Ninja Knight trying to spam through the smoke. He'll pick up the Bucky and enter.
No.
Oh, and he's taking shots from the Bucky. He's trying to go for the knife, and MG just couldn't make it happen. But, oh my gosh, if you listen to this, he's trying to defuse. Oh, in 1.9 seconds. Too late, and a thrifty for your SAIT team.
Nice. Good job on that. Thrifty.
Just wasted enough time to get the bomb explosion there. It was probably one of the first explosions we've seen. Not one of the first.
Yep.
We've probably seen the bomb explode less than 5 times on these streams.
Yeah. Yeah. And then winning on the Thrifty round there, that's great for SAIT. I wish we did have a Thrifty sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was your Jamie Olette sponsored Thrifty right
Yeah,
there.
there you go. We'll call it the Jamie Olette Thrifty.
Yeah, all right.
There we go.
And you can get the ace. How does that one sound?
Yeah, okay, the Benny G ace. Yeah, for all the aces that I get when I play ranked, right?
Exactly.
'Cause I get a lot of those. Oh my goodness, a big push-up from the Bucky, and Realm was punished by that. Oh my god, and look at this. Lucky Corrupted was able to turn the corner because he's being hunted right now. And was that just full trigger discipline from Yunomi? It is. Oh my goodness. Yunomi does it again to him. And we did well not to give out any information there because I can, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're seeing the SAIT team. But they got the spike planted already.
Oh man, and that sneaky move, not proving or not showing too many dividends besides the one kill, as Bomb was still able to get down, and oh my goodness, no, with a nice little flick. And Hassan threw that Prowler to no avail. Players are on site now. It's a 2v3 situation. Now it's a 1v3 situation. No, has to make an aggressive move lest we get the spike. One Bucky's taken out, and he's Josh with the satchel out onto. Yeah, the satchel Bucky kill is a little bit tough, especially when you're low health.
Yeah.
So 11-4.
Only 4 seconds left on that one. But yeah, we're at 11-4. Those are for the Roos right now.
Stay safe.
Yeah, SAIT is... The funds are looking pretty low for SAIT as well right now.
Yeah, that round 3 loss has kind of set them back there, and they were able, pardon me, RooNited was able to recover quite a few rifles there as well, so absolutely.
Yeah. The alts, well, we're still on alt watch at the moment right now. But 11-4 is definitely not unsurpassable, especially when you're on the attack. And SAIT does prefer the attack.
MG picked up the shorty here, and so I wonder what kind of play they may have for us. Smoke will go down, and I know exactly what MG's trying to do here, but unfortunately, so did Josh. So players will spam out of sight again, as they've tried to do this a couple times. They'll be pushing through. That fake out gets hit, and they'll try and take a little bit of space. Nice right-click kill for Nope on Realm. He's able to take out the Boombot. A lot of pressure from Raze. Raze throws one, and a flank as well takes out Hassan, and 2v3 situation, and Josh takes out No as well, and so now it's on Corrupted, and Josh will pick up the 3K. But like we said before, weapon difference, but 412 and map 1 point for RooNited.
All right, 4 to 12. SAIT on the back foot right here. We're gonna see what they're gonna do for this last round here. We're probably gonna end up taking their time. Looks like they're gonna slow play this just a little bit. Yeah. So if you're on the SAIT team right now, it's looking a little desperate for this round here, but it's not over. It's not over until the Fat Op sings.
The Fat Op, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fun. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I've seen many a comeback right on the round 12, but it usually starts with a couple extra. Oh, whoops, sorry.
Bill gets the early kill out of there.
Time to jump.
Match still going on. MG gets another one. Wall banger onto Realm.
Absolutely, and No getting a little bit of value out of that. It's mostly information he's gained, though, for his team. Well out of trouble is the SAIT team, is that Hunter's Fury is burned by way of RooNited. Also, we have a sneaky me here again. But they're just going to let people pass. Bomb will go down here as RooNited will take positions just outside of SAIT, and SAIT has a bomb hold ahead of them in a 2v1 situation. Binary does well to take out Unomi. That's one of their best players. See what kind of information is gathered here. Oh, and a nice Odin kill. Mizuki takes out one. Ninja Knight takes out another. Mizuki
One enemy
throws the
remaining.
flash.
Last
Hassan with a lovely kill. That was really well done. Bomb starts to speed up a little bit. You see Ninja Knight.
Still waiting.
He's shooting, which means he's not holding the defuse. He's now holding it. He's about to get it to half. He's still holding. Still holding it. Oh, and Hassan did well to grab that defuse at the last second. He was maybe less than a second away.
Less
0.4 seconds remaining on that defuse. It doesn't get more clutch than that.
Oh man, that was such a clutch kill. I don't think things could get even more tense around here. That was such a tight one. And there was timeout from the attackers. Holy smokes.
So another SAIT timeout called here. Players are showboat a little bit in chat. Not too sure how we feel about that so far. I will give RooNited credit. They've talked the most out of any team we've played so far.
Yeah, they've been the most active in the chat. That is coming up on the stream, is it not?
It is.
Oh,
It is,
okay.
yeah.
Good. Just don't want the viewers out there to think that we're just talking crazy.
Oh, yeah, no.
We do that
Absolutely.
enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Totally fair.
after this timeout, we're going to have SAIT with 3 ults here. 5 to 12, definitely not unsurpassable for a Valorant game. And now SAIT isn't on the last round win, are they?
Last round win?
Like, is this still match point?
It is still match
still
point,
match
yeah.
point,
So
okay.
all RooNited needs to do is win 1. SAIT has to win 7.
Oh, okay.
And that's to tie.
That's the tie. All right.
But anything's possible. So 8 seconds left to go in this timeout. Obviously, we have the alt cycle coming online for SAIT. I'm going to give the alt nod to SAIT for the reason being they have 3.
And,
So
are both teams fully econ'd up?
pretty much, I will give the hardware advantage. Actually, it's pretty even. You have a Stinger and a Guardian on one side. You got a Classic and a Spectre on the other. Things can be a little bit complicated. Oh, and an Annihilation is burned right away.
She's starting with that party stopper.
Yeah. The Showstopper, pardon me. Yeah, the Showstopper
Oh.
finds its victim incorrupted, unfortunately. Binary does well to take out Josh. Josh is one of the big ones. And through the flash, Mizuki picks up one, but No was able to further his agenda a little bit more. And Hassan takes out Realm.
Nice. Hassan getting the cleanup.
Absolutely. Players will be flooding into SAIT now. Bomb down.
Spike
The
planted.
retakers will be the top 2 players left on the team, of course.
Yeah. They're working well to work as a pack together, watching each other's back. They're so quick at snapping on those corners.
Absolutely, but MG gets the first view, and trying to duck in and out was Mizuki. Mizuki gets taken out by MG, but Unomi was right there for the trade. Now it's a 2v2 situation. So if you're No, you don't really want to inevitably or accidentally give them a 1v1 situation. So they are playing together here. That's Flash was burned, and Unomi was able to push through lamps. No one know exactly where they are, and No has visual confirmation now as that spike starts to tick off, and Unomi's going to try and save, and so is SAIT. And so 12-6.
12-6. All right, 12-6 for SAIT. Two SAIT players get to take their guns home with them after that round, so they get to save a little bit of cash on that as well.
Absolutely. Taking a look at the econ here, you can see that RooNited on the back foot a little bit. They're going to have to buy that Ares, that Spectre, that Guardian, and then full Vandal over here as well. My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see how the teams work on their different guns, whether it's all the Vandal. We did see a couple of the, not the Sheriffs, the sniper rifles.
The Marshals.
The Marshals, yeah. We did see a few people rocking the Marshals there earlier.
Barriers down here. Binary still has that available, and they'll take out that recon dart right away, as they have so often.
Oh, forgot to mention, SAIT with 4 ults.
That is true, yeah. Those last 2 rounds have been won with no ults burned. And so still, that fake out will be thrown, and a flash thrown, and a TP from Binary with the double satchel, and he'll throw out the
Binary
showstopper
did
and takes out Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight, though, had a double to his name, and Mizuki using that dimensional drift. He's going to feed a bunch of info over, and Corrupted using that Viper's Pit as a counterplay to the other Viper's Pit. Just the one. Yeah, just gas on gas violence right now. And Corrupted, not 100% sure where they are or how close they may or may not be, but Josh had a good idea, and Josh with a paint shell kill and the phantom kill. That'll be round called. So a double from Josh seals the deal on map 1.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't a complete domination there. SAIT did such a good job on the way back. And I think they learned a lot. So we watched SAIT grow, and we watched SAIT change their plans the whole way through.
Absolutely. So we're going to step away as we prepare to pick up map 2. We're going to let you know exactly what that is and exactly what to expect. And so keep it locked right here, and we'll be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing for Agent Select. Map 2 is Lotus, which we've seen a ton of from both SAIT teams, which we basically know is more or less their home turf.
Yeah, Lotus, we got that open skybox that I absolutely love. We see some fantastic Hail Mary big bombs coming from the top of the map here. Looking like we got the teams already snapped in there.
Yeah, we had a feeling that the team had potentially discussed switching up some roles, and so it was nice just to see some of the difference. So MG switching from the Brim over to the Vise, Binary switching over to the Fade, and Hassan goes over to the Breach, which we've seen a little bit of. Breach and Fade both got hit with nerfs recently, same with Corrupted going with the Omen. More or less, we may be seeing a similar run from RooNited right now. We obviously have the Viper pick from Mizuki. We have Yunomi playing the Omen instead. Realm making that switch over to the KJ. We've got the Raze locked in, and Ninja Knight potentially hovering over that Fade. We know that Ninja likes to play the more initiator style role, or at least I'm assuming from what we've seen.
Yeah, pretty classic setup there from SAIT Red. We've seen a lot of these, ops before. That's the name.
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of these characters or agents.
I keep wanting to call them heroes. That's the wrong game.
Totally fair, totally fair. So we're loading in here. New game. Everything's been reset to 0, and we know that these teams like to have a lot of discussions in between rounds, and so we'll see what kind of adjustments get to be made overall.
Yeah, we're on Lotus right now. Looks like SAIT, they're here on the attack, so SAIT's going to be attacking first, and SAIT does love being aggressive on the attack. The SAIT Red team, the last couple matches that we've watched them, they've been very fast, and we'll see how they do here on these pistol rounds.
Absolutely, and like we said before, Lotus is kind of their home area. I do believe it was RooNited that got to pick the defending side first, but we know how much SAIT likes to go here, and so a potential lineup maybe around B. They're doing that little strat you pointed out, Jamie, where they might just be leaving bomb for a second, or at the very least leaving it for Hassan. No, not even. So Corrupted takes a little bit of space on his own.
Oh, No gets an early kill there.
Oh, wow, No with a nice classic kill, absolutely, and he gets traded out by Ninja Knight, and B might not be as free as they once thought it was, as a bit of a swarm occurs from RooNited there, and Corrupted is going to go ahead and try and lead the charge towards C. He has company with him, but he's not aware of that yet.
Yeah. C's always a funny one because there's so many different angles on C.
Absolutely.
If you had a teleporter, could you get up on top there?
With the Omen teleport, yes, you could.
Oh, wow.
So Smoke thrown, Prowler thrown, and so players are going to start filtering through here. They're going to be hit by that decay from Mizuki. Mizuki takes a couple shots. He'll have to retreat, though, down out into the smoke, and SAIT claimed for SAIT. Hassan will be getting that bomb down, and players will take their positions and try and hold this site, as we got 40 seconds and counting on this bomb, essentially.
Retrieving flash.
MG playing outside Ruin as well, and Binary just playing in the entrance to SAIT. As players flood in from Waterfall and through mid as well. Realm, he's crouching and manages to get one. MG just outside the smoke. Nobody knows that he's here, and it's a 4v1 situation, and a quick cleanup from RooNited puts them on the board.
Yep. Yeah, Renoni. Yeah, it was just so quick. As soon as they dived onto that spot, I think they just, once again, they were just waiting SAIT out. They waited till all that smoke was gone. I think SAIT was just out of everything by the time they even got there.
Yeah, that utility nerf potentially rearing its ugly head because they don't have a lot to hold the site. We've seen that quite a few times, and we'll see how much of an impact that continues to make as we watch these attacking rounds, and maybe a more default A push here.
Yeah.
Players are just lining up here, discussing some final strats and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Our rookie No is here somewhere. There he is. No. He gets revealed, but so is Yunomi, so Yunomi not able to take full advantage of that. That Viper Wall go up, and Ninja Knight tries his luck, and he picks up one, and Josh picks up one as well. Josh picks up another one.
Spike down A.
And
Last player
You
standing.
know me.
oh my goodness, Binary in a bit of trouble here against Josh, and just a quick surgical cleanup from RooNited here.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be hard to be on SAIT, be on the back foot on attack. But now we're in the bonus rounds.
Yeah, so those obviously the first round is a tough one to lose. The second one is kind of more of a gimme because of the hardware difference. SAIT did a good job, though, of just trying to whittle down the opponents and stuff like that, and damage done is always a bonus, so that's nice. And now we approach more of the evenly armed territory. You see a sheriff, a stinger on the other side as well, and then we got full phantoms and vandals on this side. That'll be thrown, and a lot of space will be taken by Binary. Binary with the early information here, and they'll just back off a little bit. You know me. Gets dinked by Corrupted. You saw the spray of blood. That means that he hit him in the head there, so that guy's hurt on sight. No, just waiting patiently outside. He clears the box and makes sure that nobody's there. The Prowler gets a little bit of information, and so they do know that somebody's here. That paint shells will be thrown, and Hassan will take the brood of that, but he's able to move and not done too much damage. Josh chooses to satchel away. He chooses to satchel a little bit further as well.
Oh, they know that Josh is out of the satchels.
Oh, and oh my goodness, and MG got a kill from Waterfall onto site, and so he does well. Oh, and no info gained from the flash for MG. He didn't know that that player was pushing him, so another consequence of that big nerf that we saw is Vive players, are kind of forced to... Oh, hold on here. As players approach, we have a bit of a group up in Waterfall, and Hassan, picks up one.
No better watch that back.
3v3 situation. No's watching Waterfall. He gets smoked off. Space will be taken by Hassan. He's going to go ahead and use that. Oh, and Corrupted with a double, and Hassan with the cleanup, and SAIT able to make the bonus conversion.
Yeah, and they're starting to arm up too. Even better.
Absolutely, and the ult cycles look decent too. You got all the right people picking up kills at the right times.
Yeah.
About 3 or so points missing for each player, and so big round ahead.
Yeah. We're seeing Realm over there on the Missouri team. They're starting to pick up some kills over there. They were down at the bottom of the KDA last time around.
Yeah, absolutely. Realm with a hot start. Playing that Sentinel on defense. Doing well. Doing well. Bit of a solo push from Binary towards A. Maybe he's just trying to give him something to think about there. Corrupted playing with Mizuki, who took a little bit of space on Mound and able to punish Corrupted for the early push there. Josh is pushing up here as well, and MG is going to just avoid him. I'm not even sure if he knew he was there.
This might get real silly here in a second.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they found him.
Josh saw, and MG able to take him out.
MG punished him for sneaking around.
Yeah, absolutely. And he picked up a gun for all his trouble as well. So Mizuki and Realm just outside. Mizuki takes the peek and takes out one, but Prowler will be there to give him something to think about. Hassan holding, and that was No, and No picked up the kill, and MG with the put down on Mizuki, and now it's Yunomi left, and 2v1 situation for SAIT.
My ultimate's ready.
Oh, sorry, pardon me. There's 2 SAIT players, 1 defender. Sorry about that. MG and No here taking their positions. No dodges the flash from his own teammate.
Great control, knowing when that flash was gonna go off.
Absolutely. Oh, and a nice spray control from No. He hit the crouch spray to mitigate the fact that the bullets are rising on him.
Wow. And whatever that finisher was, he just got pulled right into that cube, straight into heaven, I'm thinking.
Absolutely. Cube heaven. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
So some ults online as well for SAIT.
Yeah, now we're sitting at 2-2. It's an even game.
Much tighter to start this one as well. We saw SAIT kind of get ran over for a couple of those rounds in the beginning game, but this is a lot more competitive to start, and you can tell that SAIT's feeling it.
Yeah, they're getting a little more aggressive, which has been working out for them quite well. And they're just taking spots, and they're really doing a good job to use their limited. Well, now we're thinking the limited utility.
Yeah, and interesting note here is Mizuki's given up a bunch of that space on Rubble, and so SAIT's basically able to push all the way up onto main. Couple smokes and stuff will get popped, and SAIT has kind of seen enough. Rotate will be called. They'll try and move towards B. That fault line used, and not everybody was hit specifically, but a nice kill from Josh, and Josh uses that, and oh man, and they're just running into a flurry here on B. 3 kills so far. 2v5 situation for SAIT.
They did manage to get the bomb, though.
they did. They extracted the bomb, which is nice as players crawl all over the B site. Maybe they'll try and turn around and make their way over. MG here makes his presence known, and if you'll notice, he's got a welcoming committee waiting. He's just going to go right past, and Mizuki makes no mistake on that one. Corrupted comes in for the kill, but he's eventually traded out.
Yep. Yeah, we're at 3-2 now. SAIT is just a little bit on the back foot right now, but we're going to see what they can do. They've been trying to mix it up. They haven't been going for the same control point.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a partial force from SAIT as well. You got 2 players with the Vandal. No, going to be a full save from SAIT here. They're just going to try and get their econ back on the same area, but MG with a little bit extra money, he'll pull the Guardian. So I'm going to give the hardware advantage over to RooNited for this round, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Oh, not an inch given over there at Rubble.
Absolutely not, and SAIT makes sure that they push that RooNited players back onto site so they can do a proper take a site here. They're not having a bunch of trouble yet. That paint shell got caught up, and so it's not actually going to get any damage. That boombot gets taken out, and Knight spamming through the smoke. He gets a little bit of damage. Players will actually go through rotating door, and Yunomi picks up 3 after opening the rotating door. Yunomi. That sheriff shot will prove to not have anything, and the Guardian just missing there. 2 shots, and Yunomi with the cleanup.
Yeah, Yunomi, great gun control there. Good control and ammo too.
That's all we need.
7 assists for Yunomi, and timeout will be called by the SAIT coach here, and so we're just going to try and get our heads together, and as the ult cycle basically comes online for the attackers, aka SAIT, they're going to want to use this a little bit more strategically.
Yeah. For you hockey fans out there, this is just like calling a timeout right before your power play.
Correct.
You know, you're going to have the big advantage, at least in terms of the ult coming into this round, so you really want to talk to each other, coordinate how you're going to attack, maybe use some set plays. Maybe they know they want Corrupted to get in there, nice and deep, and then they can have Hassan use all of that control.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got, the ability to take away primary weapons with Vise. They can deafen you with Fade. Corrupted has that sneaky teleport. Breach can use his ability to basically clear site. They have a lot of options here, especially when it comes to taking a site. What I would like to see, though, is if they can take it without the ults and then use the ultimates to hold the site as well.
Yeah, that, I can't remember what the ult is. Can you bring up the ult right now? The Steel Guardian, that's what that was. That is such a devastating way to hold a point once you get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because no one wants to walk in there. You spent a lot of money on that gun. You don't want it taken away from you.
Well, exactly. And players not usually buying secondaries, and so it kind of just leaves you with your classic, which can be very difficult, especially when the other team has guns the way that SAIT does at this moment in time.
Yeah. So it looks like we're doing a little bit of a split here. Half of them heading over towards the Rebel side.
Oh, that recon dart only gains a little bit of information by way of the gunshots that are heard. Fault line used and some space taken. Hassan, Binari, and company all firing shots ahead, try and bait out somebody up to peek, and a little peek there, but unpunished.
Uh-oh, look what's happening down at the bottom of the map.
Oh my goodness. Got a little bit of a potential flank and spank. Realm takes out 1. No. Still a little bit unaware of what's happening, but he's in the smoke, and so the information may not even be there at this moment in time. Potential bomb's going to be planted here, and a poke out from Josh takes out 2 and a 3rd. Man, Josh on this long flank ended up with 3 kills right there, and Yunomi picks up 1, and Hassan picks up 2 after the fact. They just walked into his util there.
Well, I mean, Hassan still gets those points.
Absolutely, it's worth something.
Yeah.
So, 5-2 is your score.
Do you get Do you get in-game credits for that too?
It looked like he did.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you do.
Nice. Well, I mean, good use on that. SAIT still has 4 ults, but the Roos have 4 ults as well now.
Absolutely. Maybe we're in for a good old-fashioned ult showdown.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
That would be super fun. Just a big old ult dumps. No one knows what the heck's going on. Everyone's just firing blind.
Absolutely. Man, that long-distance dart from Sova, you can hear that come a million miles away, but good placement on it. They'll take a bunch of space through, and Breach will be going back for the spike. Hassan with shots taken on Knight. That shock dart will make good contact with him, so not a bad play from Knight. They're going to potentially think about hitting this rotating door here, but...
Didn't work out for him so well last time.
No, it did not.
So once again, the Roos are really slowing things down. You see them spread out all over the entire map. They're not really bunching together anywhere. They haven't made the call to swing to defend any one point right now.
Absolutely, and they've proven themselves capable of handling 2 or 3 at a time, and so for SAIT, it's a little bit more complicated than just overwhelming them with people, but the Owl drone gets used, and so some information is gained from RooNited, and they'll just kind of back it up, and they'll walk into Mizuki, who picks up one. Other players are on site here. Binary pinned down. Breach has the Hassan has the spike on, and Binary picks up the sheriff kill, and so it's a 4v4 situation on both sides.
SAIT had him briefly split there between C and A, but
Absolutely, and the quick TP over the From the Shadows for their Omen. A little bit of trouble for Binary. The Killjoy will use their ultimate as well, and so a couple people are stuck inside the range, and as you can see, all these players are basically allowed to take a bunch of space, and Yunomi will hit the defuse right away, and he's holding it. He's about more than halfway now. Ultimate used. That spike is stuck on half now. Yunomi picks it back up. He's holding, he's defusing, and he gets it 6-2 after a nice cleanup from his teammates as well, after the ults get burned for SAIT as well.
oh yeah. We did see a couple different ults go off there, but we're still sitting on 2 ults for SAIT, 2 ults for the Roos, 6-2 for the Roos right now. If you're SAIT, what are you gonna do on this one? Like, how do you really change this guy up?
Can be a little bit tough. You may have to try and just see if you can bait them to peek you a little bit, because if you're SAIT, you really want to get at least one, because a numbers advantage would go a long way when you're dealing with players who may be a rank or 2 above you. If there's a skill discrepancy, then you want the numbers advantage. Binary taking a bunch of early space. Yunomi's going to try and play garden here. They'll just wait for that Sova
wait
dart.
for the Sova dart now. They know it's coming.
Exactly.
Can you shoot the Sova dart in the air?
I don't know if you can. That would be impressive.
Probably incredibly difficult.
Yep, that Fade Eye gets thrown, and no information gained so far.
Oh, the risky
MG
rotating
uses
door.
the rotating door. The Prowler does see somebody. Util use for Breach, and Binary picks up that crispy clean. That Showstopper is being used. No's got it. He's hanging on to it. Or sorry, Annihilation, I believe. Or what is this? The Showstopper.
The
yeah.
Showstopper.
He used the Showstopper, and no value there, but players are lining up outside of sight. They're going to prepare for a bit of a retake here. Oh, and spotted out of the corner of their eye was Binary, who picked one up on Ninja Knight. Vaz will use that Steel Garden, and just dodging out of the way from some shots with Binary. No picks one up. No has a good idea of where the other player is. Use the paint shells to gain a little bit of damage. Prowler gets thrown back there as well, and Realm will peek. Not a terrible peek from them.
Yeah, Realm gets a triple.
Running around. Corrupted knows where they are. They ran right into the paranoia there. And as time ticks off, Corrupted will stop Realm right in their tracks. That was a potential ace for them, but Corrupted taken out by the spike, but 6-3.
Yep. Good job with Corrupted. Kept a clean head, kept a straight head on all that, picked up what they needed. And Ninja Knight picking up that Odin again. Ninja Knight was quite hilarious with that Odin. Oh, Josh going with the...
Josh picked up the Operator.
Oh.
Josh picking up the Op. We'll see what kind of work he can do with that so far. Josh will be lining up just outside A. Some decent weaponry bought on both sides, but that Viper's Pit dropped right away, and so I don't know if SAIT's actually going to try and push this or not, but it looks like multiple players will be trying to rotate out. Let's see if they can catch Mizuki just inside the smoke, but players taking a lot of space onto B. Got multiple players that are just hanging out outside Breakable. Corrupted and Hassan will have heard that, and the KJ turret gives them something to think about, as the KJ and KJ and Viper are still stuck over on C.
Yeah, the Roo's doing a good job of shutting down C there.
Absolutely. We've got a push here from Corrupted and MG. They might be running into 2. Couple shots taken there. Corrupted will throw down a smoke as he hears the bang of that operator.
MG gets Nomi. No.
Absolutely, and No picks up 2. Not a bad job from No, and he'll just take all that space and move all the way in towards Tree here and rotate.
Ninja Knight with the
Ninja Knight
Odin.
picked up a triple and the Odin 4K. Oh my goodness, and now we have to hop back on with the breach.
30
Hassan
seconds left.
trying to avoid handing over the ace, and Ninja Knight with the Benny Jaro ace.
Wow, the Odin
Fortunate,
ace.
but ace Odin is definitely nothing to hang your hat on, I guess.
No. It's a scary gun when you see it in the right hands.
Absolutely, and with that, it puts him up to 9-3. So
I mean, I will give the Ruse. Leet, I like that. Yeah, I will give the Ruse. This. Like, if you look at the scoreboard there, it's kind of flipped. The top 2 on the last round are now down at the bottom for the KDAs, and Realm and Josh have come up to the top.
yeah, absolutely. That next man up mentality is very good when you have a team, and so if somebody has a bad round or two, you can trust that the rest of your teammates are going to pick it up, and that dart makes its way over to C. It's almost like the Sova seems to know where they are most of the time, but that's just game sense.
Yeah.
No, with a lot of space, they're on a bit of a save here as well. Or actually, no, he's not. He's got the Bulldog. Who am I kidding?
Retrieving flash.
Mizuki hanging out just behind the boxes there. Nobody's seen.
Launching thorns.
I think he
And that
tagged
could
him.
be okay. He may have tagged him a little bit with that one, actually. And Hunter's Fury will be used both ways. That Hunter's Fury for Ninja Knight not proving to be too useful, but MG was lit by it just a little bit.
No gets one.
And No picks up 1. Not too shabby from him as he gets the Bulldog kill and 5v4 situation. And like I said, in these situations, you want to play your numbers, especially when you know the players can be kind of lethal. Ninja Knight with a bit of a peek on the Odin. That fault line will push him all the way back. So SAIT's able to take a bunch more space. They'll hit the rotating door, and Ninja Knight forced to go all the way back. A Prowler will be thrown, and Ninja Knight, he's watching that angle, and No's got his grenade ready.
30
Recon
seconds.
dart used by Ninja Knight. That's his second of the round, so you know he doesn't have any more thanks to that. Oh, and Ninja Knight picked up another one. Corrupted onto SAIT, though. He takes out 1. It's a 1v3 situation. Corrupted takes out 1, and now it's a 1v2.
I don't care.
He's
It's
got
a little
another
bit of
player on a
revenge that
flank.
one.
He's got only 10 seconds remaining
10
here,
seconds
and
left.
Realm's going to basically force him to grab this spike. 2 seconds to plant, and Realm caught him just leaving, basically, as Corrupted was forced to grab the spike to continue the round.
Yeah, he had to go
Last
back.
round in the half.
Last round and a half, and it's 8-3, so not unlike the scoreline that we saw before, but SAIT won rounds a little bit earlier in the game than they did in map 1.
So we'll see how SAIT wants to mix it up this time. How are we looking for the econ over here?
Yeah, SAIT's up against the wall, but they're doing their best. That's called a force buy right there, when you can see where people are just kind of buying what they can.
Yeah.
Just as a way to not be stuck with the pistol, especially on last round.
Yeah, because all the money's gone after this one. So all
Yeah.
those little
Josh
funds.
is getting a little aggressive here. Josh picks out 1. 2 players there, and No picks out 1, but Yunomi's there for the trade, and so 4v3 situation at this point.
Yeah, Josh getting really aggressive on that push there.
Binary and Corrupted taking a look at some of the aftermath of the situation here.
Just a war zone.
Yeah, absolutely, just a war zone, and able to duck out of the way of the eye was Yunomi. Nice early shots from Corrupted, but Yunomi had the good answer and able to teleport out to safety was Yunomi. You can see where he ended up going up there, but well out of the danger zone after getting lit a little bit as well.
SAIT's
Also, just waiting out here is Mizuki.
just corner camping.
Yeah, Mizuki loves to rat around those sneaky areas. Binary forced to take out the turret, and so Realm turns right back around, and Realm with the peek ends up getting caught by that breach flash, however, and hit by that as well. So Binary, Hassan takes out 1 as well. Nice job by Hassan, and that Killjoy will use their area defending ult, and shot taken by Mizuki, and Mizuki in that sneaky spot ended up picking up 2. The patience just to sit there the entire time is insane to me.
Yeah.
Switching sides.
Yeah, that's a real old school, like, 90s FPS kind of shooter. You just find
Yeah.
a corner and you just wait. If your team's got you covered, you got their back. No one's getting past you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more of a commendation on their teamwork where they can afford to have just one player just sit there just in case. Yeah,
Must be some great comms over there on the Roos to control that. So
Got
we'll
a
start-
frenzy buy. 2 frenzy buys. That full auto pistol.
Oh, Corrupted trying it out over on that side, on the SAIT side.
Absolutely.
So we're doing the swap here. That's why this one's taking a little bit longer. 9-3 for the Roos. But
Which was the same score at the end of the last half as well.
Oh, good memory. Good memory.
So we'll see if the result ends up being a little bit different here as Corrupted just ends up playing with his knife. Realm's going to try and take a lot of space here. And that audio is already picked up by Corrupted. So no point in shift walking now. Corrupted with a couple of extra shots. And he's able to teleport out to safety. You know me. Takes a couple shots on him. And he's forced to give up a little of his spaces. He takes a bunch of damage there. But you know me was also lit. That blind was thrown out and immediately destroyed. You'll notice that 1 minute cooldown. Thanks to the standardized nerfs.
Binary gets a kill. Hassan gets another one too.
Son and Binary holding down BL on their own. We know that dynamic duo does well. And No picks up a sheriff kill as well. And all of a sudden, it's a 5v2 situation.
Yeah, just a great effort from all the SAIT teams.
Well, Binary's all over bomb already. And just waiting right outside here is Realm. We'll see what kind of...
Oh, he's going to walk into a fire line.
We'll see what kind of AC may have up his sleeves, and he peeks 4 players, and my goodness. On a little bit of a walkabout here is Yunomi. I'm just going to avoid saying locations for now, but Yunomi on a Jean Tegu.
Yeah.
Pinging things left, right, and center, but maybe unaware that their
30
teammates have
seconds left.
passed, unfortunately. So Yunomi taking a lot of space. Couple shots taken, nice calm aim for Yunomi, but No does well to shut that down.
And flawless for the SAIT. So if everyone's
Flawless,
going home
too.
with the guns that they bought, it's really going to be a good advantage. for
Who's
them.
our fake sponsor for the flawless rounds?
Oh.
We need a fake sponsor.
How about the third guy on our team? You never get to hear him.
The third guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Justin.
We can make it for Justin.
Yeah, the Justin Flawless.
Yeah.
Just in case you want to go Justin Flawless.
Oh, what about the just-in-time clutch?
The Justin Time Clutch. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Ooh. Gotta write these down.
Yeah, we should.
Damn. I like it. We'll make little graphics for them. So teams lining up here.
That's weird. You see the little
Bunch
bunch
of stuff,
inside the
you-
room here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't seen that yet.
Players taking space through rubble. A nice flashbang thrown for Hassan, and the reveal dart does pick him up, so he's forced to give up a little bit of space. He'll peek and throw a bunch of shots through the Viper wall, but Viper's got that wall up specifically so they can take a bunch of space through.
Doing some
Players are
jump peeking.
lined up outside rotating here.
Oh, this is going to be real fun.
And you even have No who's hiding behind the tree as well. Yunomi's preparing, and they're just
I think they can hear each other.
one layer of wall like separates these two teams, and one comes through, 2 comes through, and No picks him up. Oh my goodness, I switched way over to the wrong person.
An even exchange there, 2 on each side.
Not too shabby, so pair of
3-3.
trades there. Jeez Louise, I gotta press the right button. We're on with Hassan, my apologies. Players are stacked up right outside of Garden. That boom bot for Josh not picking up any info. And they're just gonna maybe potentially turn around. They're just not liking what they're seeing. That fault line doesn't pick one up. Realm does a good job to jiggle peek, and 3 players peeked at once. You are kidding me. Picked up 1 Spectre kill. This Spectre got a buff too. You should be able to... Ooh, and a thrifty for the attackers. Wow, and a decent win after, SAIT took that opening round. And now for the bonus...
Yeah.
You're going to have to give the hardware advantage maybe over to Missouri again.
Now we wait.
Yeah, after that thrifty round, what do we call the thrifty? That was the Jamie thrifty. That's what that
Yeah.
one was, yeah. No, we're going to see here how these scores work out. 10-4 for the Roos. SAIT's on defense again. So we'll see what happens here. And yeah.
A pair of Phantoms on the other side as well, and a Vandal as well to boot.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
SAIT on the full pistol save.
Ooh. Yeah, full pistols. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, they're going to have to play this really slow, so players will start creeping through. You got pressure on B. You got pressure on A.
Well, slow does give advantage to the defenders, right?
Kind of. I think when you play this slow, especially with the way that Lotus is designed, you do give up a lot of space as a defender.
Right, because they'll just creep in more.
And so the map control, you kind of give the nod over. No, he's getting spammed with utility, and I've noticed that the utility seems to be more like one after the other. Players aren't using it all at the same time.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of like immediate dumps because they don't last as long anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. So Binari, who's watching long, is forced
of
to
them.
give that up a little bit as players are flooding through, rotating here, and No is on his own. He's nearsighted as well, and Josh able to pick him up after taking out Binari. And when you're nearsighted like that, there's just nothing you can do. He's just right outside of what he can see. That fault line is thrown, and the Heaven call out was potentially heard, and MG does well to take his player out with the Ghost, and being pressed from both sides are these two players, and Hassan tries to use his util to squeak out a cheeky kill, but 11-4.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 11-4 for the Roos. Yeah, you know what? The ults are starting to build up, and we're got another timeout from SAIT.
SAIT will pull that timeout in, and have you played on many organized sports teams?
Yeah, I have a couple times.
Is there ever a feeling of like when your mom's mad at you?
Yeah.
Like when your coach calls a timeout, do you get that same feeling?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. We're not privy to what's going on with the coaches right now, but I can only
Nope.
assume there are going to be some sharp words. But hopefully they're words of encouragement,
Sharp words of encouragement are
Yeah.
always necessary. We know that in the program that we're taking.
Yes, exactly.
I love that.
We do have to remind everybody that these are students here who are playing these games. So as much as they are amazing athletes at what they are doing, they're also students. A lot of these guys are taking engineering, so they got a lot going on.
We have a civil engineer architect on the team, right? Something
Wow.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The brain power needed. I basically have to dedicate an entire game to win like 2 games in bronze. And so for these guys, they're bouncing their course load, and they come in here and they put on an absolute show for us. You're absolutely right. It's worth appreciating.
Yeah.
So barriers are set to come down in about 18 seconds. We're going to get back to business here as the attacking side, up 11 right now. That's Missouri. And our SAIT team, 4 rounds under their belt. They're going to start potentially trying to build up these wins more or less. Try to get the ball rolling. No ults online for either team, so this is a really good ground zero for them.
Corrupt get the early
Oh,
kill.
Corrupted got one, and he tried to TP out, but ran into a little bit of trouble there, unfortunately. MG will come in, and Josh... Whoa, Josh used the double satchel to get up really close, and he makes no mistake with that kill, and No picks up another one. No and Hassan playing together, and they're actually going to try and move around back. They're pushing through sea gravel right now.
Spike planted.
Really good job with that buddy, knowing where to bounce it around to get it around that corner.
Absolutely, that's geometry. That's why we got the civil engineers playing this.
Party
The Annihilation gets thrown. That's 1. That's 2 for Noah, and Hassan picked up a 3rd as well. So a
There
double for
we
Noah and 1 for
go.
Hassan. Gets them on the board, and that's what you need.
That was an amazing bit of teamwork there. No got him looking straight up into the sky, and Hassan just got him when they weren't paying attention. Great
Yeah.
use of that.
Oh,
that ult
and
too.
more chatting from both sides is Josh wants to know if the vibes was any good. And Realm, with the return, will call a timeout. And what do you say, basically, if you're the coach on the other team? You're up 11, so how much more can you really say?
I think they got to stop. You wouldn't want your team to be resting back because you're going to get caught. Like, that was a really creative, a really exciting play from the SAIT team, and I think that caught the Roos just by surprise there. It's really hard to defend when you got someone way up in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. That's way outside my skill range, I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about boiling frogs, but
Yeah.
so be it. This is definitely one of the more entertaining games. Oh, they said it again. Man, these guys love to chat. My goodness, it's probably the most chatting that I've heard in a long time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Most I've seen. To be quite honest with you, I didn't think it was allowed because NACE actually has rules against disrespectful behavior.
Ah.
But
And
yeah.
then we got the apology.
And the apology to follow. So, Big NACE was probably looking down on him right at that point.
Well, and I definitely get it that sometimes the emotions get high in there, and you got to get them out there, and you want to type them out.
It's gamesmanship.
Yeah,
it's
it's
gamesmanship.
gamesmanship,
You can
yeah.
call it what it is, because especially and the observers are catching a little bit of flack here as well. As, my goodness, a little side story here, but no, you're absolutely right. Barriers will come down after that long time out there, and Corrupted playing his favorite spot as he hits he tried to hit a 5-man paranoia, but Realm able to duck out of that. And now MG's forced to hold this site all on his own. The boom bot does see him, and Realm pushing right in, and that annihilation gets used as well. That's thrown in, and Josh not getting a ton of value from that. He's able to dodge that flash though. He's getting pushed by Hassan and Noah. They did a good job to shut that down immediately.
Hassan and No, such a good dream team there.
Absolutely one of the more preferred duos for us anyway. You know me. Held back by that util a little bit, and a bunch of shots, and facing 3 players alone on site with Hassan, and it's now 12-5.
Yeah.
Match point.
So now is the beginning of something special. At this point, your back is against the wall, and I will say, like, when you're playing the game, there's a mentality shift. When you hit map point, there is like another level that can be unlocked sometimes, and so I'm not ready to go home, and I don't think the SAIT team is either.
No. Nope. I think we're gonna ready. Hopefully, we can get him to lock in here. We can see some
big cat, big cat out of nowhere. Holy moly!
Yeah. So looking on the attackers, looks like they're gonna be piling into A there, but they're leaving.
Corrupt